Hi dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS. I'm Justin. Yeah, only a few days left for the prelims examination. I would say you feel happy for what you have prepared for the last 1 year or 2 years. At least 70-75% or 80% preparation you have done for this examination. So this is not the time to worry about what you have not done. Be happy, be confident about what you have already done, prepared for this examination. You have prepared various subjects, revised them multiple times, practiced mock test. Now you are doing your previous year's questions, previous year's test. So be consistent with that and just get rid of the what if questions. So many what if questions will echo in your mind, What if I fail? What if I fail in CSAT? What if I couldn't get through this year? What if I couldn't so many what ifs are there. Just get rid of it. And some pressure factors are there. Maybe sometimes the social media, sometimes your friends, sometimes your cousins, neighbors, somebody will be there. They will be giving some amount of stress and strain always. Just get rid of them for a while, at least for these 2-3 days. I mean, I'm telling you, get rid of the negative vibes. You always observe the positive things. Okay, be confident, be happy, and make sure that you are going to clear this year. Not to fail this year. Okay, set your mind for achieving something. So here I would say always expect the unexpected. That is very important, because maybe when you enter the examination hall or when you open your booklet, you can see the first question can be the tough question, second is tough question, fourth, fifth is tough question. Then you should not be fainted. You should not fall unconscious. Maybe the first 5 or 10 questions or first 20 questions can be the most difficult questions. Okay, that is not the end of the game. Again, 80 questions are there, and here the cutoff is sometimes it is below 50% here. Okay, anyway, cutoff is something around 110, 110 or 120 maximum. So don't lose your presence of mind. Your presence of mind is very important. Be mindful of what you are doing there or why you are there, okay, to clear this examination. So just to stay focused. You expect the unexpected. Sometimes the difficulty level can be high, but the questions, questions are not difficult. They are tricky questions. If you apply your logic, your common sense, many of the questions you can very easily answer, accurately answer. Your target has to be attempting maximum questions with the maximum accuracy. So be mindful and avoid all such what ifs. What ifs kind of the questions you just flush out from your mind. Okay. Now here only one thing, only one focus, that is clearing of this examination and giving your best attempt this year. So this is culture. Culture, coming to culture, I'm telling you, culture questions can be the most difficult alien questions. But sometimes when you apply your common sense, your logic, many questions can be answered. Let's see some example from 2011 to 20. Okay. India maintained its early cultural contacts and trade links with Southeast Asia across the Bay of Bengal. For this preeminence of early maritime history of Bay of Bengal, which of the following could be the most convincing explanation? Most convincing explanation. On reading question, you may feel that this is an alien question, very tough question, but go for the choices. UPSC will always give choices in the trickiest way, and if you apply the logic, you can eliminate and you can come out to the correct one. See the first one, as compared to other countries, India had a better shipbuilding technology in ancient medieval times. Absolutely, this is a relevant statement, correct statement only, because we know right from Indus Valley civilization, Lothal, artificial dockyard, we know that. Right from Indus Valley civilization, we had this knowledge over the shipbuilding industries, shipbuilding technology. And if you check ancient medieval India, Indians were main shipbuilders. Many of these, we have seen, India had artificial dockyards, India had shipbuilding industries, and India built ships and it sold to other nations or other kings also. So the first statement is, logically it is a correct statement only. Rulers of southern India always patronized traders, Brahmin priests, Buddhist monks in this contest. Because this overseas trade was one of the major income for the state. The tax they collected from this trade, one of the major source of income for them. When you check Imperial Cholas, they promoted this trade. Even they established the colonies in Southeast Asia. They protected these traders, merchants, manufacturers. Of course, that was a major source of income for the state. Obviously, second is a correct statement. So, if you check all these four choices here, the best choice can be Delhi, which is both A and B are convincing. Even though you don't know C choice, you just look into this. A is a convincing one, B is a convincing one. Obviously, the matching choice can be D, which is both A and B are convincing. Moving on to year 2012, with reference to Draupad or Drupad, one of the major traditions of Indian classical music that has been kept alive for centuries, which of the following statements are correct? It's about a particular genre, an oldest genre of this Hindustani classical music tradition. Drupad or Draupad originated and developed in the Rajput kingdoms during Mughal era. Now the problem is, you have to distinguish between the word origination or originated and flourished. That is the difference. This is regarded as one of the oldest tradition of the Hindustani classical music, oldest tradition. Many believe it got its origin from Samaveda. You know, Vedas were compiled in Sanskrit. Aryans were Indo-European language speakers, Sanskrit speakers, and their Vedic literature was composed or compiled in Sanskrit. The hymns were in Sanskrit. Okay, so Samaveda, that was in Sanskrit. Okay, this is regarded as this Drupad Raga, oldest tradition. This is originated from Samaveda. Okay, so that way, let us say this is not originated during Rajput and Mughals. In fact, they were the biggest patrons. For example, Tansen, one of the 9 jewels in the court of Akbar. Okay, so there are many, many musicians who like popularized this particular music tradition, Drupad Raga. But the origination believes that it goes back to this Samaveda Samhita. So the first statement is a wrong statement. Drupad is a primarily devotional and spiritual music. Since it originated from Samaveda Samhita, the hymns are in praise of various gods. Most of the hymns are borrowed from Rigveda Samhita only. Here the hymns are set into music for the purpose of singing while performing various rituals and sacrifices. So this is devotional and spiritual in nature. Obviously, since it originated from Samaveda Samhita, it is spiritual and devotional in nature. That is perfectly true. Drupad Alab uses Sanskrit syllables from mantras. Again, it is logic only. Yeah? If it originated from Samaveda Samhita, which is composed in these Sanskrit hymns, obviously, let us say, this uses Sanskrit syllables from the mantras. That is absolutely true. That is simple logic we applied. That way, 2 and 3 is correct one. Bombay is your answer. Chinese traveler Huan Sang visited India, recorded the general conditions and culture of India at that time. In this context, which of the following statements are correct? Now you see the first statement. Roads and river routes were completely immune from robbery. Sometimes the game is with that extreme keywords. You see, here they say roads and river roads were completely immune from robbery. Completely immune. Completely. The word immune itself is a crime. You see, that means even today we are in the 21st century. We have all the constitutional legal mechanism, all these protective mechanism by our various articles of the constitution. We have all those set up today, but even today also we have the issue of robbery. Okay, both micro, macro level we have the robbery. Okay, so let us say the statement says 7th century AD roads and river routes were completely immune from robbery. That is most illogical statement here, and completely immune. Just because of that illogical words and statement, or maybe the view, we eliminated the first one. First one cannot be the right one. If you eliminate, just to go for the answer code given there, if you eliminate without knowing 2 and 3, we will come to the answer. That is, you see, because in A, C, D, the statement 1 is there. So if you eliminate all those, yeah, what is left with the choice is Bombay. 2 and 3 only is your answer. In fact, 2 and 3 are correct also. 2 and 3 are correct also. With reference to cultural history of India, term Panchayadan refers to. So most of this is a simple logic. When you come to this Indian temple architecture or many of these ancient India's or medieval India's cultural terms, most of them built around Sanskrit words, or they may have some, like, you know, they are mostly indebted to Sanskrit or mostly indebted to indigenous terms. Okay, so Panchayadan refers to what? If you literally know the meaning, you can easily come to the answer. Okay, Panchayadan, it is a style of temple construction, or it is a main shrine which is surrounded by 4 supplementary shrines in the Nagara style of temple architecture. That is Panchayadan. Those terms are important for you. Temple terms like Amalaga, Jagamogan, Kalash, Panchayadan, Regaprasad, Shikhara, Wallaby, different terms are there related to temple architecture. That's important for you. 2015, there is a match the pair type question. Place of pilgrimage and location: Sri Sailam, Nallamala Hills, then Omkareshwar, Sadmala Hills, Pushkar, Mahadev Hills. Actually, I have no idea about this, but I have one idea. I heard about this Pushkar Mela, Pushkar Festival, Pushkar Mela. I know that that is somewhere in Ajmer, Rajasthan. It belongs to the state of Rajasthan. Okay, simply knowing that, I can apply the elimination. You see, in the answer choices, you can see that A has 1 only, C means 1 and 3 only, D means it is 1, 2 and 3 only, C means 1, 2, 1 and 3 only. So you can see that if you check all these choices, B, C, D, they all contain 3. And I know that Pushkar Mela or Pushkar, it's something which is not in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this Mahadev Hills, which is that also you should know. Okay, the Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, the popular hills, mountains, you must have an idea. So this is somewhere in Rajasthan. This is not in Madhya Pradesh, or this is not in somewhere else in India. So because of that knowledge, I said B, C, D can be eliminated, and answer has to be 1 only. Okay, answer has to be 1 only. Okay, 1 only. Sri Shailam, which is Nallamala Hills, which is Andhra Pradesh. Okay, this is a pilgrim center, a temple which is dedicated to Mallikarjuna, or it is a form of Lord Shiva. What are common to these 2 historical places known as Ajanta, Mahabalipuram? Again, see, Ajanta, Mahabalipuram, both belong to same religious denomination. Can we say that both belong to same religious denomination? Or you simply see both were built in the same era? No. Ajanta, we know that it is from 2nd BC to almost 7th century AD. That was the time span of Ajanta architecture. But this Mahabalipuram means that is by Pallavas only, means 7th to 8th centuries AD only. So the first can be eliminated. First is eliminated. Both belong to same religious denomination? No. Ajanta belongs to Buddhism. We know that. We already studied. That is the basic knowledge we studied. Okay. Ajanta belongs to Buddhism, or Buddhism is the main religion reflected in this Ajanta art and architecture. So second is also eliminated. Both have these rocket monuments. That is true. Mahabalipuram, Ajanta, they have rocket monuments. So 3 only is your answer. Try to apply your basic. Be strong in your basic knowledge. Okay. 2017, with reference to the difference between culture of Rigvedic Aryans and Indus people, consider the following. See, Rigvedic Aryans used to coat of mail helmet in warfare. So you see that they are warrior people. Indus people were peace-loving people. That is the only thing you have to study. I mean, regarding that, the distinction between these 2 classes of people. Indus people, they are peace-loving people. Aryans, they are horse riders. You see, they have these horse-drawn chariots. They are warriors. Okay, they fought with the other tribes. Intra wars are there. Intertribal or intra-tribal wars are there. So actually, Aryans are warriors, but Indus people, they are peace-loving people. So first statement is correct. Rigvedic Aryans knew gold, silver, copper, whereas Indus people only know copper and iron. It is a Bronze Age civilization. Iron not made its appearance here. So you will eliminate 2. Then see, Rigvedic Aryans are domesticated horse, whereas there is no evidence of Indus people being aware of this animal. This is much debated among these Indian historians and foreign historians also. Even it was debated among these mentors and aspirants of this UPSC preparation. But the reality is, UPSC official key is the final key. Okay, there is nothing less or more. So here, according to UPSC key, it was like this. Yes, Indus people having been not aware of this, and they have no awareness about this animal. Even though Surkotada have the fossils of original horse bones, they say that Indus people have no evidence of this being aware of this animal. So your answer has to be 1 and 3 only. 1 and 3 only. 2018, with reference to cultural history of India, consider the following. Most of Tyagaraja Kritis were devotional songs in praise of Lord Krishna. See, simply they will interchange. Tyagaraja was a great devotee of Lord Rama, not Krishna. By simply interchanging these, they will confuse you. So the first statement is wrong. Okay. Now see, Tyagaraja created several new ragas. Logically, he is a great musician, composer of this Carnatic tradition. Obviously, that statement is logically true only. Annamacharya and Tyagaraja were contemporaries, and Kirtans were devotional songs in praise of Lord Venkatesh. Okay. So actually, they were not contemporaries. Actually, they belong to different centuries. Yeah. Annamacharya belongs to yeah, I think it is the phonetics pronunciation can be different also. I think 15th century, Tyagaraja belongs to 18th century, so that difference is there. So here the correct one is like a 2 and 4 are correct here, 2 and 4. 2019 with reference to me and Tansen, which of them is not correct? If not correct means, if it is ABCD type question and not correct means you have to go for only one statement. If the first statement itself is not correct, why should you spend your time on reading B, C, D choices? No need for that. Tansen was the title given to him by Emperor Akbar. Actually, it is not a Tansen. Mian was the name. Mian Tansen. Mian was the name given to Tansen by Akbar, the learned man. Okay. So actually Tansen was the name given by this Golio Raja. So the first statement itself is wrong. First statement itself is wrong. Not correct they are asking. So you don't waste your time on reading this BCD and all. If you got the not correct one, yeah, because I am telling you, even many students are there, they read all the choices. Even though they know that first is not correct, again they are spending time on reading BCD, etc. So first one is not correct one. 2019, yeah, 20, with reference to cultural history of India, consider the following pairs: Parivrajaka, Shramana, Ubasaka. So maybe this is a tough question for you, but you can apply your logic. Shramana, you see, Shramana is a Shramanic tradition. We know that Buddhism, Jainism belongs to Shramanic tradition. Shramanic tradition means there is no shortcut. There is no savior God concept. You have to suffer, you have to sacrifice, you have to, like, undergo the process of these meditations or this eightfold path. All sacrifices and sufferings you have to do. You have to experience yourself in order to achieve moksha or salvation. So in that Shramanic tradition, there is no priesthood. There is no relevance of priesthood or priestly classes, etc. It is an individual himself or herself has to go through the process of struggles and sacrifices in order to achieve salvation. Okay, so that is why we know that when Shramana means there is no meaning of connecting with the priest. Okay, priest has no role in these Shramanic traditions. Okay, so that is why second itself is wrong. Logically, it is not correct. So if you eliminate that one, you will eventually end up with the answer. Okay, A will be eliminated, C will be eliminated, D will be eliminated, and without knowing others, you come to the answer which is, yeah, which is 1 and 3 only, which is 1 and 3 only, because 2 is wrong and 2 is there in B, C, D. So you eliminated them. Finally, you come to the answer 1 and 3 only. So different elimination strategies you can apply. Eventually, your intention here is to, yeah, reach out to the right answer. Okay, so that's why just practice it, and wishing you all the best. Be confident, be happy. See, UPSC questions are not difficult. I am telling you, they are tricky questions. If you go for the choices, if you apply your presence of mind, your logic, many of the choices, you can find out that a trap, associated with each statement. You can apply your elimination strategy. You can easily find out. You can eliminate the wrong ones. You can easily find out the right one. Okay, so that presence of mind matters. All the very best wishes to all of you guys. Okay, so you will definitely clear. And if you require any support from our side, please do message us. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel for more videos and share with your friends. Thank you.